Hello everyone. This video is all about looking at reports and changing the status of reports. So after you have processed payroll, or your payroll provider has processed payroll, your report package is generated. Your report package contains things like the employee's checks, the tax liability, the payroll expense summary, so you know what to have your account funded with for the cost of the payroll. So when looking at these reports, you can go back and review any report that has been put in the system, and then you can also change the status of the reports. So let's get started. So after payroll is processed, you go to reports and then click on payroll documents. When we come in here to payroll documents, it will show us anything that is new in a status of green. So you can see here it defaults to any reports run within the past 7 days that are in a status of new, and it defaults to payroll documents. However, up here you can look at anything in the past 14 days up to 365 days. You can look at anything that is in a status of in process, history, etc. And then you can look at different types of documents, such as quarterlies. So let's say that I want to look at a document from the last payroll in 2018. So for that one, I would probably just do 365 days, and then I'll change the status to history because by that time I would have already looked at it and changed the status on it. So if I go back to Oh, that's right. I started this client in 2019, so there's no way to go back. But if I wanted to go back to the first payroll that I did for the client in 2019, I would highlight it, click the plus sign next to it, and then here are all of the reports that I was given on that payroll. And so if I wanted to view it, let's say I wanted to view the invoice, I could go to invoice report. I want to view it as a PDF, and then I'll click view. And then here was the total invoice that my payroll provider charged me for the invoice for the pay date of April 19th of this year. And so I could print it if I wanted to. I could download it and save it, or I can just get out of it. Okay. And then the other thing that I can do for any report package is I can change the status. So let's say that I wanted this one to come up as a new document. I could go change status and I could change it from history to new and click OK. And then now, if I go back to reports, payroll documents, and I changed my date to 365, voila, that pay date of 419 now shows as new. And then if I decide, you know what, I don't need it to be new after all, it's old, let me change the status back to history. I can always come here, highlight it, go back to change status, and now I want to change it back to history and click OK. And then now it's back to history. It's no longer in a status of new. So this is a video all about being able to view old reports by going to reports, payroll documents, then selecting the date range, the status, and the type of document that I want to view. Once I have it there, I can view any report that was in that report packet and then change its status to new or to history, depending on what I want to see. I hope this video has been useful to you. Just like all of our other videos, we have a lot more coming down the line, so stay with us.